Alrighty, hello and welcome to this little chat about removing Blossoming Tortoise in my Stampede Dinos list for Pioneer or Explorer. Fantastic potential with Blossoming Tortoise there to mill some cards, 3 cards from the top when it enters or attacks. And if it does mill a land or a land is already in there, it puts it onto the battlefield. But it also reduces the cost of Castle Garenbrig, and that is lovely stuff. It's an additional way to get ahead, sometimes technically by 2 or even more. If I bring in a Sunken Citadel, an extra one, if I already have one out, it's supercharging the potential of Castle, and then Blossoming Tortoise to reduce Castle Garenbrig's activated ability to make 6, 7, 8 mana with very few lands. It's nice. But also, the worst case scenario of Blossoming Tortoise is it's bad.
Dang!
It's bad, and it's happened maybe one time too many. Blossoming Tortoise entering for 4. I'm all excited. I'm ready for it to mill a land because none are in the graveyard. And then it doesn't mill a land. So I don't get ahead with that way, and I don't have a Castle Garenbrig out. Potentially, that is just, well, it's not great. It's not great at all. Or perhaps the opponent waits until I mill. I haven't milled a land. I don't get it out of the graveyard onto the battlefield, and then they destroy Castle Garenbrig with Field of Ruin. So I would have to wait until next turn, attack with Blossoming Tortoise just to get the Castle Garenbrig back that they destroyed. But they take out Blossoming Tortoise, so it's or I just play Blossoming, it mills a bunch of good creatures, as it has happened quite a few times. A Tyrannix Rex, a Carnage Tyrant, a mixture of stuff. I'm ready and waiting, and I see the card that's milled is Tyrannix Rex. Something big that would have turned the tides of a particular game. Then I just don't get it. I know I was about to draw it. It was the card on the very top of the library, and that feels bad. Sometimes spending 4 mana to do absolutely nothing and only hurt myself. But what do I switch? Blossoming Tortoise out. Well, with that blurry art there, Goreclaw makes a lot of sense. In some ways, I think it's pretty similar. They have the same toughness, the same mana value. Goreclaw helps to pay for 1 creature or multiple creatures by 2. Maybe I have 4 mana, 4 lands, and I can make that 6 green with Castle Garenbrig's ability. Boom. Goreclaw is out, survives. It will survive in similar situations to Blossoming Tortoise, so hey, there we go. Then we can play Ghalta Stampede Tyrant next turn with those 4 lands because Ghalta is reduced, and we only need to spend 6, or Carnage Tyrant is reduced to 4. So many lovely possibilities, possibly just barfing a bunch of expensive creatures because cost reduction, well, that's the name of the game. It was for many years with Marauding and Utepic Huntmaster, but that's for another video. 1 Goreclaw, 2 Goreclaws possibly. Also going to mix in Nylea Keen-Eyed, similar cost to Goreclaw, reduces as well, stacking that cost reduction. Very fantastic stuff. Sometimes able to sink the mana of Nylea Keen-Eyed into Castle Garenbrig's ability. We can do Nylea Keen-Eyed's ability twice if it is a creature. If it is an enchantment and we don't meet that devotion requirement, unfortunately we can't do it. It has to be an actual creature. It still has that ability. We can still do it if it is only an enchantment, just not able to use the mana from Castle Garenbrig, sadly. But what else? Legendary creatures, legendary permanents. I'm looking at the Celestus, one of that. Some other legendary artifact, creature, enchantment. Something that makes mana, something that sticks with that theme of getting ahead. Either it's cost reduction, it's mana. If it is a package of 4 legendary creatures instead of Blossoming Tortoise, I think that could feel quite a bit better. lovely all around. I'd rather see a Goreclaw late game than a Blossoming Tortoise, especially because I can make so much mana quickly. And I know there's a very good chance big stuff will be on the top. I play Goreclaw, I don't lose that stuff to milling 3 from the Tortoise. It's a lot to think about. Oh, all right, we'll leave it there for now. Fantastic potential, always room for improvement, always room to try new stuff. Again, list in the description, join the Discord if you haven't already, and take a bite out of that like button. See you next time. Peace.